Welcome back. Welcome back. What we're going to go over in this video here is the Child Safe app. All right, exactly what it is, how it works, and then we'll go over afterwards exactly how to use that in a presentation with your clients. Okay, so let's talk about the app just a little bit. Now, the app is pretty simple. It's an app like anything else. They get one for an iPhone and for an Android. You can find them in the App Store or the Play Store, respectively, either one. All right. Now, when you're actually doing this with your clients, you're going to have them download it ahead of time. All right, you'll explain it to them afterwards, but you're going to have them download it ahead of time, pretty much right at the beginning of the presentation. That way, it's by the time you get to the point where you need to talk about it, it's pretty much done. All right, so going through the app, there's a couple of things to pay attention to about how it actually works. So the way it actually works is they're going to put their kids' information in it. All right, their height, their weight, their birthday, blood type, allergies, all that stuff. They're going to put all of that information and make a little profile, like a profile for their children. All right. Now, when they do that, all of that actually stays in one place. It stays right on their phone. Okay, including any pictures that they attach. They can take pictures of fingerprints even and include those. But all of that's going to stay in one place on their phone. It doesn't upload to any servers or anything like that. It's all in one place on their phone. And the whole reason for that, of having it there, is because, call it what it is. It's the 21st century. There aren't too many people that go really anywhere these days, especially people with kids that don't have their cell phone. So the chances that you're going to have your cell phone on you are pretty high. All right, you might lose more or less everything else, but you might forget your wallet, you might forget your keys. Most people don't forget their phones, or if they do, they're aware of it pretty quick. All right, they'll go back and get it. So the point being that parents more or less always have their smartphone with them, so their kids' information is all in one place. All right. Now, when it actually comes to how the app works, so there's a two-step verification to actually activating the app. All right, so they download it, they go through everything that they have to set up. It's like any other app. It's going to ask you for your name, email, things like that. You need to make an account for it. Now, the first part of that is a text code. So they're going to get a text code to activate the app. All right, if for whatever reason you're doing this with a client and they tell you that they aren't getting the text code, tell them to either check their unknown messages or check the phone number that they put in. 9 times out of 10, it's one of those two that just it got wrong. All right. Now that they get that text code, it'll allow them to go to the next step. And the second part of the verification is they have to scan a QR code. All right, so if they have to scan a QR code that is unique to you, it's unique to your agent number, and there's an app that you'll actually download on your phone that generates that, and your managers will help you do that. But that app generates this QR code. They scan it. You can literally just hold your phone up to the screen, and they can up to the camera, and they can scan it. Okay, that allows it to completely unlock, and we do that for two reasons. Number one, it helps us ensure that's it's secure, that it's a secure app and it's being used for the right purpose and everything. And number two is because it's a unique QR code attached to you, that means that the internal referral structure in the app means that anyone that they refer through that phone app is going to go to you and it's going to load into your impact. All right. So let's talk about the second half of this, which is the referral piece of it. To be very open and honest, the application has its own built-in referral collection piece in mind, where they can actually select people in their contacts list. So they can pick, say, 5 people in their contacts list, and they can share the app with them directly. And what it'll do, it'll generate an automatic text message. It'll send them to all those people, and then you can reach out to them anyway. It'll capture that information in their contact, and they'll show up in your impact within an hour or two. The only thing with that is it doesn't quite work as effectively when you're doing this remotely, especially if someone's on their phone already. They won't be, if they're joining your meeting from their actual cell phone for whatever reason, they won't be able to activate the app anyway because they got to point the camera at a picture that's on the screen on the phone. It doesn't work, right? So what you can do is send them a screenshot of that QR code later, and they can activate it with a friend. So for all intents and purposes, the referral part of things, where you're going to be collecting referrals through the app, isn't really going to be something you're going to do. You're going to collect referrals traditionally, and your managers can show you how that works if they decide to, but you're going to just be collecting referrals traditionally. You're going to activate the app for them, show them how it works, walk through it pretty quick, and then just collect referrals normally. All right. So once they have all that activated, once the app's turned on, they can put their kids' information in there. God forbid something were to happen and their kids actually go missing or they get lost or anything like that, and they have to activate an Amber Alert. The way it works is very important. The app does not activate the Amber Alert on its own. That's kind of a big deal. We don't want to just put, a huge easy button in an app to just turn an Amber Alert on, right? It doesn't work like that. They still have to call the police. They still have to call the police. So they're going to call the police, explain what happened, and then the police will ask for the children's information. They'll let them know when they're on the phone with dispatch that they have this app, and they'll get an email address from the dispatch officer. And they literally just push a button that says share with authorities, and they put that email address in, and it's going to send all that information to the police so they have it right away and they can start a search immediately. All right, so make sure you review the PowerPoint on this. I would recommend downloading it and activating it yourself just so you can kind of get an idea how to use it and practice kind of navigating through everything. See you in the next one.